Alright guys, today we are with KGeN, Ashutosh from KGeN, and super excited to cover all the Aptos ecosystem projects, and KGeN is definitely one of the biggest ones. Why don't you kind of introduce yourself and talk a little about what KGeN is?
So KGeN started as a kind of a gaming community as part of YG, like India GG version.
Yeah.
And then we pivoted. Basically, we have community size of 40 million plus users. That user base is from engineering background, medical background, STEM you can talk about, and gaming developers, traders, right? And so we have so much of engaged community members that whatever activity they are doing within the KGeN, right? We are working on the verified identities for these users, right? So whatever activity they are doing, for example, they are completing some quest. So this is like a proof of play. They have done something. If they are out of the quest, if they are achieving something, that's a proof of skills. Like they are getting in turn NFTs or kind of you can say tokens or something like that. And then when they basically tweet about us or do something for the partners, like a proof of socials, and similarly when they get all these tokens and NFTs and KCash or in-house currency, they are spent on K-Store. So like proof of commerce. So we cover all the scoring of users based on the POGI scores we call it, and this is totally decentralized. Like there is a consensus mechanism. We have the oracles and all, right? So every user has some kind of identity based on the POGI scores. So they are not just random users. And what we do for the partners is that they can acquire these users based on the cohort of users. And this can go for chains, this can go for dApps, this can go for AI platforms. One of the things that we are doing in Kai is that we have all these users from different domains, and now we have engaged them right from the beginning of their college days. Now they have become experts. For example, if you want to train your model, LLM basically, on some specific use case, like, let's say legal in India, right? So right now the LLMs are very generic. They are very powerful, but they are generic. So you want to develop something in the India region, for example. So we need people who knows legal, right, better, so that you can train your model. If the model is giving you right answer, wrong answer, you can basically these experts can basically tell it and they can train it, right? So you get this kind of cohort of expert users with us.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that like you have a very wide user base. How much of that is like Indian focused in terms of demographic? Is there kind of some segmentation where you see that most of the users are coming from this demographic?
So we have users from 60 plus countries, but the most active of them are India users because we started in India, right? Then we have Brazil. There is also a lot of large folks of users. Then we have users in Vietnam. We have users in Korea. Now we are expanding in Nigeria. We have communities in Russia also. We have communities in China also. So we're expanding in these regions basically. And we have more focus, you can say, on South Asian market, but we also have focus on this American market, South American market, and basically China, Korea, Japan, kind of Vietnam.
I mean, KGeN is one of the biggest revenue generating protocols in the Aptos ecosystem. How much of that is coming from just users investing back into the marketplace? And is there any kind of segmentation where the revenue is coming from right now from the most use cases?
Okay, so the biggest revenue coming is our store. So we have developed a B2B store, which is like we have coupons, and we have bought the store for B2B and B2C. So most of the revenue is coming from B2B because that's the market where we are selling in millions of product to our distribution partners. And when we started, we didn't make so much of profit. We're like mostly we developed that network. Once we have that network, we started getting some 0.5%, 2% or something like that. And we have that solid base. So that is going on great because we have cracked that model. In the B2C, we can say that we have the sales, but that sales is not very comparable with B2B. We are still building that. So one of the things that we wanted to build was that users in India, especially people said they do not spend actually, right? So we wanted to change that habit by giving them an opportunity to grind some KCash through playing the games or for example, right now we have partnership for media side. You can read newspaper on Hindustan Times, and then you get some KCash which you can spend on a store. So that is still going on, but that's not I can say that great. But yeah, we're still working on to make that more users spend on the store and all. But that business is also every day we have more than $2,000, $3,000 coming. So that is also going great. But our B2B model is spent beyond.
100%.
And also we have revenue from US sources. For example, We do UA for chains. We do UA
Yeah.
for Kai basically. So you want some linguists, you want some training on some particular model use cases. We have that experts, and you are based on that engagement you are giving us, right? So that is also going on.
Awesome. How's it been building on Aptos so far?
Aptos, I think we started Polygon, but Aptos has supported us a long way. In fact, one of the product that we have is a payment abstraction where users can pay in any of the chains, any of the tokens. We support 780 tokens on Solana and something like that. But entire settlement will happen on USDC in Aptos.
Yeah.
So that is a layer that we have built that anyone can pay in any tokens, your dude coins, dead coins, and then we can settle in because we also don't want treasury volatility. Apart from that, initially Aptos has helped us in long way, in integrations of games and medias, basically helping our eSports and loyalty protocol.
Yeah.
Because eSports and loyalty protocol is just like a backend, and people don't need to know what the take is, and that has to be fast, right? So when we were on different chains, the finality was a problem. You can say that RPC was a problem most of the time. So there are other tech issues, bottlenecks that were there. But when we integrated Aptos, I think everything was so smooth, super, and we have developer support also. Pranav talk about your team scene, or even there are a lot of people in our team who helped us out. I think so. It was great experience. Along with that, whenever we need any kind of tech support or business support, they have helped us. In business also, in that terms, now your Selby is coming, so on chain storage. In fact, when we are minting Poggy, everything is on Aptos itself. So when we are doing the entire architecture thing, I think that time Sheetal was there. He helped us a lot. So it's been a great experience in terms of development, in terms of marketing and everything.
That's so great to hear. You mentioned the gaming, and gaming has been through this very weird phase in crypto where we have seen it hyped in like a couple years back. What are your current thoughts on gaming in general and how you guys are approaching with this change in user behavior in crypto that's happening?
So what I think is that initially a lot of gaming or gamers who has the people who develop games, it was mostly like farming, right?
Yeah.
People are coming, once you have token or once they get something, they get out of the system because the entire experience was not good, right? So this is why we developed our eSports and loyalty protocol. Gamers completely come to the to play a game to have their experience. Whatever monetary experience they are having, that is secondary thing.
Yeah.
So you have to have a game where you can experience. You are going coming out from office, or you are having a bad day. You play some games like Counter-Strike. You feel good, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Because that's the adrenaline rush that you have. But when games are developed in a way that you do some activity and then you gain some NFT, and when you mint an NFT, you will get something on airdrop. You don't have that much interest. It's like it attracts more farmers.
100%.
So when we have developed our eSports and loyalty protocol, our idea is that people who are coming on the platform, they will have experience. They don't need to do what chain they are on. Of course, they will be getting some skins or some kind of points on the game. Along with that, they will also get some KGeN currency, which is part of KGeN, and then they can use it on our store also. So they will be more engaged. For example, if you are buying some, you have some $100 worth of KGeN token, which you can buy a Uber product, Uber coupon basically, or some Swiggy coupon. Now, if you need $50 worth more, you can still spend. Okay, I'm getting on $50. Rest I am already grinded, or you will grind more, right? Right. So that's what we have developed on. That user don't need to interact with chain tokens, all this. Economics of engagement economics, or you can say monetary economics, is secondary layer, which will also attract them to basically do more grinding. But it should not be focused more on that you grind only, then you'll get it. First thing should be experience. So we have decoupled it. For example, tech has been decoupled, experience has been decoupled. So the game team is focusing solely on the game experience. Like many loops they are integrating, and that loops we are also helping them. That if you develop these loops, you will get so much of K cash or so much of K points, and that's what the entire thing about. Still, I think gaming is not dead. People are coming in gaming, but it's more about the farmers are lost. Farmers are not coming 100%. To the platform.
Definitely agree with the growth loop. Like it just makes a lot of sense where you play something, you earn something, and use it in real life. What are some partners on KGeN in terms of where people can use those points or cash where in the real world? What are some partners that are currently you guys have onboarded?
Right now we have only KStore, which is our own in-house KStore. We have lot of products, not just one product, we have lot of products, and what is coming is that we are also going to have physical products. Earlier it was more like a product which you can consume like coupons, Swiggy coupon, Zomato coupon, and all of those. Now you can also buy merchandise. So our B2B, B2C is more like we are working on that side.
Yeah.
So that some of the physical product we also start giving to the users. Like you can have merch, you can have something like that.
Yeah.
There we thought about the NFTs and all, but I don't think NFT is something that still has the same meta.
Yeah.
So we are working on that, and also we had some previous partners. If you are thinking of like Game7 and others who can come and people can use these K points. For example, Ubisoft, like Magic Eden game we are working on, but that is not concrete. Our case story is right now enough that you will find a plethora of products ranging from electronics to food and groceries to beverages, everything that you can get from your K case. So right now we just integrated with Aptos also. We have integrated this Hindustan Times, the loyalty protocols. Now anyone who is reading news, because they also have a large user base, right?
Yeah.
News consuming.
Yeah.
So news consuming should not be boring, right? So that's why they also were interested in loyalty loops. That okay, people are getting more amount of time they are spending, more growth for them, kind of, and then they are also getting something which they can spend on a store to get real world products. Like, right? You can get the you can just redeem it after reading something or doing some activity.
Yeah.
So like dopamine is released the same time, so it's like very exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of addictive when you're into these growth loops and you're trying to figure out how to spend these points effectively, like how people do with credit card points.
Correct.
Right? So definitely agree with you there. And my final question to you, what's next for KGeN for 2026 and beyond? What are you guys most excited about? And any message for the community?
I think what we are excited about the AI training thing. We are focusing more of it because 3 to 4 I think more than that, the $1 billion industry. We have that expert and everyone needs it, right? So if you go and if you find some kind of a sourcing platform, it will take around 3 to 4 weeks. And then also you're not sure what kind of cohort of experts you are going to get, right? So AI LLMs have been into a level that you can build on top of it. You don't need to develop LLM from scratch. They are more than okay, and they are more than developing. The more compute power is coming, or it will keep on improving, right? The only thing that people have started doing, they have started developing use cases based on local things, local markets, or a specific use case. For example, medical industry, you want something to build on cardiologists, top of like some cardiologist agents and all those things, right? You need people who can understand it. For example, if you are a developer and if you start using some copilot like Replit or some others editor, text editor, if they start hallucinating or if start replying in a certain way, you will never understand, right? Similarly for product roles or similarly for marketing roles, you'll never understand, and you'll never able to understand like, is it replying correctly to you, or is it like even understanding my context, it has large context window or not, like you'll get confused or something like that. So somebody who is expert, they can always tell you, right? So we are developing that expert market, like we are filtering out, just like we have those Poggy for the other users, we are also doing the same thing for them. Like if these experts are being participated into some kind of campaigns, AI campaigns, if they are doing good, they will be, their score will improve, and if they are not replying correctly, then up to certain threshold, they will be slashed also, so they will not be able to get more campaigns to give their feedbacks and all. So that we are doing data modeling. So Kai is one of the things that we are very much focused on, because we have that community, and we have that community which are more like expert. They know something, right? And they have the scoring. So I think agentic things is something that we are most excited about.
100%. I think this year we have seen like the infra getting better and better.
Correct.
And next year we'll probably see, as you said, specific use cases, even if it's legal, medical, or any kind of things kind of built out. So definitely see the future there. But yeah, thank you so much, Ashutosh, for coming on today. And thank you so much for building an aptos.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.